This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kajran mosaic tiles. A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other.
What are you doing? Wait, really? Should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid. Still, it's good to have this dirt on you. Real men wear coal for makeup. Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads off into the darkness, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Rip the red one out. Look how giant and red and inviting it is. Don't rip the red one out. You'll awaken the ghosts. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has one cable missing. You see the looming shadow of an ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is slightly open. Its eyes are dead, but it's still terrifying. Run! The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? A faint waft of cold air rolls out. You hear the sound of dripping water. This is the inside of a defrosting refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his... The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached, but where's the filament memory? It's not here.
Someone must have taken it. What does the note say?
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. At least it's not running them a loss anymore, now that you've unplugged the cable.
The fridge sits empty before you, an overindulgent wardrobe, now that the cooling systems aren't active. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Soif.
Sulislav. Wasn't he one of Miss Loken-and-Kilda's co-workers? I remember coming across this name when we were reading her personal log. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the Ice Bear fridge.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box? This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here, or something stronger, like the Kvalsund KR2 multi-tool.
Didn't Sona give you a perfect tool for this kind of job? The Kvalsund. You should take it.
Equip the multi-tool by going to the Tools tab in your inventory. From there, you can equip it to a held slot.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice This orange machine is dead still. It has ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Kvalsund multi-tool until the lit darkness lies inside. But you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written. You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
Vigilance officer? What can this all— What is this? How you—
Now. No need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
The best, huh? This isn't even a bull. But fine. Guess you did attempt to right your hooliganism. Consider it forgiven. I prefer the old name, Insulindian Lily. Girls brought them to young cadets when they entered service. Wearing them on your cap was supposed to bring good luck. You know what? No. They brought me misery, false hope, and disappointment.
You stirred up some bad memories there.
But it wasn't the revolutionaries that sullied the ID for you, was it? She gave them to me too, and your jealous little heart just couldn't accept it.
Enough! I can go over these matters in detail with you, Gaston. But not while we have company. So,
Maybells don't blossom yet, do they?
maybe on some remote parts of the city they do. But I think you'll have to wait for at least a month.
Yes, what is it? Yes? Thanks. Looks like it's the one. Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
Wait, no. That's dangerous. She shouldn't do it.
No, it's not dangerous, just depressing. I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the anomaly's location from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out. Sona doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For...
Here! I found it! Hold on. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done! I've got it! I found the location of the anomaly! There, in the swallow. Think you can help me again? I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to double-check my calculation.
What an interesting proposition. Truly a task for the intellectuals, solving the puzzle of water bowls.
Figure it out? No. I don't need you to figure anything out. I've got a computer for that. Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right.
What? She only wants you to follow instructions. Nothing intellectually stimulating. In this
Thanks.
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stand. It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowl.
Yes, what is it? The swallow, you mean? What about it? Great. Thanks. The swallow, you mean? What about it? Great. Thanks.
It's awfully silent again. It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace. This task is an insult to your mental skills. Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all.
Yes, what is it? Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
Yeah. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes. I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be... I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is... Maybe I'm just tired.
Let's think about this logically. Why would nothing be terrifying if it's, well, nothing?
Because it reminds us of death. And we humans tend to think that death is pretty scary. Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
The lieutenant takes a step, and then nothing. Nothing happens. As Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard, nothing but silence. She doesn't answer, her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping the headphone.
Damn it! No, of course not! Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
No. No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you...
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it? This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Yes, what is it? Yes, what is it? Yes, what is it?
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes. It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace. You mean the speed freaks? Of course, the speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me? I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Brilliant negotiating there, detective, as always.
Sure, let me know how it goes.
Hello again. My associates? Sorry. I just don't tell people about...
To the cops.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Huh? I see you here again. Offside, man. I'm doing what I can.
It's not easy for him. It probably took him years to get used to Andre.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Yes? What's the deal? We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of Nordic dance music. That's fine. We can manage. And you're still sure about keeping our little side business, right? Fine. We can make do. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get...
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000! Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too. Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honours, detective?
The name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Yes, you should do it, detective. Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. How about something simple, like the club?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like... Yakokata! Yakokata! The place to be!
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, Egg. Got anything else?
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene. The amnesia.
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Amnesia! It's not amnesia, guys.
I don't.
Good. We have too many opinions anyway. You have? Well, what's the name? Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
The past is the future, but the future is dead. No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave, like we want it to be. And short. And
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat. You should go with the flow. Join in on the experience.
I'm dancing.
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing?
Yes, my man.
Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes everything sound much better, but there's a noticeable lack of something.
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes, but it looks like he's balding.
Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes. Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway... He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies. Yes? Goodbye, officer. You got us in, cop. I can't believe you got us in.
With wonder in his shop.
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious.
Yes, you really came through. For the hardcore underground. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the cell, using her contact mic to listen to the one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass.
Okay.
What he means is, you can't possibly have handed them this real estate for such a flimsy reason. Then again, whatever keeps your nose out of the bottle and on the job.
You sure that's a good idea? Those are some serious frequencies you want.
Come on, Noid. I think we owe him.
Marcel's right. He's one. I guess it would be pretty soft core for me to say no, wouldn't it? Yeah, alright. If you're going to sync up with them, you're gonna need a serious wave generator of your own. You understand what I'm saying? Not likely. Scoped that spot a while back. It's shortwave stuff, mostly commercial. Plus, it's all rusted out.
Build it ourselves! We built this nightclub, we can build anything!
Yeah, maybe. Tech-wise, radio's not the spookiest thing around. Our part's finding an antenna big enough to align with those mega low frequencies.
An antenna hardcore enough to shake the whole world!
Maybe not that big, but pretty big.
Close your eyes. Unfold your mental map of Martinez. It's morning. You're standing on the plaza before the whirling in rags. Your eye follows the tiles west. You see a bench and a few twisted, pitiful trees. Then, just water. Beyond the unkempt backyard rises a monstrous assemblage of concrete, plaster, and corrugated sheet metal. You turn around. The morning sun is blinding. You bring your hand to your brow and a great shadow materializes before you. A towering beast.
Centaur Man is made of metal. With the right gear, we could make it work.
Yeah! Connect the centaur to the lorries! Unite the whole roundabout in hard...
Huh? Sounds like Egg saying you could use some of the spare cables to rig up the stalled motor lorries and increase the wavelength. Which would pretty much make the old roundabout one giant antenna.
One roundabout! One wavelength! Hardcore!
Probably the biggest antenna in all of Revershire West.
We have the amps! We have the cables! We're almost ready!
It's right. All we're missing now is the transceiver itself. Soon as you find one, we'll be all set. Exactly. You could buy one. You could steal one.
And before you ask, no, you can't have the radio from my kinema.
Some equipment from Arbor could work. Worth the legwork at least. Can't do it. We just got this place set up. Can't go risking Egg's most important equipment. Yeah, probably. Thing is, you'd have to be an engineer to get it out. I'd stick with regular radios if I were you.
I highly doubt that. When I crank the volume on my dyno wave, it's like you're in the front row at the National Concert Hall.
It's all transmission. A regular old transceiver should work fine. It just won't be as hardcore, you know. While you're gone, me and Egg will get the rest of the gear together. Meet us back here when you got it. Suspicious people are esoteric people. It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced. It's short for paranoid. A reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again. So I analyse the situation. Exercise caution. It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them.
This is a good, dangerous line of questioning. You should prod him on.
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right
Something is off here. You feel like it should be the other way around.
No, politics is an inert complex of daily corruption and inane think pieces. This is where the innovation happens. It's only a theory, but I suspect they're breeding a pig. It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves. Yes, having food is means to an end, but the left never talks about the end, only the means. Caps are likewise suckers, constantly sleepless in worry. Mental illness is a term the powers use to homogenise people. I think I don't reach mental illness, I am merely politically ill, a suspicious element. I prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movements only concern. The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray, far from our true lives, but we may yet find a way back.
Whatever this true life is, you feel it's the real centerpiece of this mythology. His eyes flicker.
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more. That's right. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it, on the coast alone on an uninhabited archipelago, forced to face themselves and nature.
He means something paranoid.
I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well. A cop who's into building critique. Okay then. This is folk DeLoreanism, lawmonger. It's a subset of early DeLorean architecture. Total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube is DeLoreanism. This is just an homespun version of it. Folksy's like that woman there. Vertical, thin, white, a false image of grandeur. The source of the system is up there. Like to show off large and intricate structures, arches, spires, put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal shit, you know. Married shit, virtue and tyranny. Stands to reason it used to be white on the outside, before the sea wind took all the paint off.
Year after year, flake after flake. Whitewashed clean, then covered in green moss.
Dead bodies of perennial plants. Sick. I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, Copman? After a short while, they shuddered and went away. They had sensed that she could no longer see them, and that she wasn't like them anymore. End of quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it. A Sarai's man who lived a long time ago, an ancient hardcore brother. A 3,000-year-old tyrannical regime of history, built and maintained by hundreds of generations of self-appointed...
The way he says it, the force in false core is invested with 20 kilotons of disgust.
I only said unity. One word. Because Andre doesn't care about the Ecclesiastes. He just wants the operation to run smoothly. And Egg is a demi-beast. You shouldn't listen to what people say. You should listen to what they are. But were you wrong? The founding party is okay with everything. Look around. They don't have enough love for the human crew to oppose it.
That's still a lie. Reassert yourself.
Well...
Noid, man! Mellow out! Stop aggroing the law!
I'm sorry. Anodic dance music. Regular dance music wasn't hard enough. And yes, I do. I don't. Fuck her giving me the evil eye. You defend her, law minion. She was a mass murderer. What's up with that?
Mellow, man! Mellow! No one's a mass murderer. This is a mass murder on the floor!
No one says Arno van Eyck is a mass murderer. The Anodic pioneer likewise. No one says Jermaine Egghead or Andre are mass murderers. You can live entirely outside that suspicion. Billions of people go about not being... Humanism leads to eating sugar and pigs. Humanism was invented to mass produce billions of humans. Billions of humans can mass produce hundreds of billions of pigs.
And many, many more done.
She liked games. Her legacy, the thing we live in, isn't real life. It's a strategy for some kind of victory against a long dead opponent. But, yo, she invented the beauty you're feeling. She and her glass cutters and iconographers, then you meet it. It's effective like that, but it is also very soft of core. That so-called beauty of hers. You may be onto something, Copper Man. She's got those mass murdering hips. There is. She is a party repellent and must be taken...
No, that's not it. It's something more. Something closer to your skin. The Speed Freak looks the same way. It is dark there in the back of the church. For a moment, the music echoes strangely.
I like this question, Cop Man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an opera. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that. Yes.
This Speed Freak does not quite understand the sudden escalation of emotion in that argument, but he agrees nonetheless.
The world spirit does not have a body. It has this Arno van Eyck is an organ. The carpentry and glass cutting that built this house are also organs. She's a thief if you ask me. An organ.
What a strange choice of word. Caustic. Overflowing with them. That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window? Why do you keep saying that if it isn't making you feel well? Don't come back to this anymore. Stop talking about that damn window.
The mass murderer? Why? Okay. Odd to say, I did get to talk anyway. He's been giving me kind of a... Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us. The man picks up on stuff, and he knows a lot about the church. I've got a lot to learn. Good thing you didn't squash him. Dead body, spirit entered. What is there to talk of? Sure. The Crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. Not like a literal encasement, confinement of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isla. I think that's what the Crabman has experienced. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church surrounding it to contain it. I don't know, and it's not something they properly understood either, what it does. But it's what this Sona it'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like, maybe you can figure things out, Copman. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well. The life is true if it's free from fear. Internal division among oneself. In others, mankind has seeds of greatness in it. Germinal will cut beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face. The young man is dead. Rejection of the right-left axis. Emphasis on unity. Appreciation of some primordial mode of being.
Nationalism, militarism, racism, an emphasis on a leader character are totally absent in hardcore.
He picks up a wrench and scratches his head with it, unaroused by fascism.
Utmost dedication, thoughts from the spinal cord, is a potent superlative.
The term also signifies certain varieties of pornography that depict penetration.
Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying,
Hardcore!
That's a pretty hardcore coincidence, don't you think?
Yeah!
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, oh yeah, sure thing. They're hardcore. They're just clothes. It's just a style, you know, normal hard style. Anyone can wear it. What's on your mind? Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Dedicated, hyperactive, unified. You will have to add something of your own to understand this list of loosely formed qualities called test your limits, surpass them, dance till you drop, dance till you die. If this is for your posse, they got to keep it up. They got to move. You are the major mic enforcer. Endless are the wonders born out of the cultural collaboration so wisely facilitated by the free world.
Yes, what is it?
What? What did you... I can't hear you! The music is too loud! Oh, the project! It's not going well! There's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers. He doesn't listen to me! He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekokata! Thanks! Let me know how it goes!
Back to the heavyweight jam! Hardcore! It's hardcore! Skibadee, skibadee.
Your hot training did not prepare you for...
We're close. True, hard. It's hardcore. Skibadee.
Your hot training did not...
We're close. True, hard. Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent.
Encore! All right! Yeah!
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible...
Hardcore! Ah!
Is it though? But is it? I mean, really? No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
To the mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary! What kind of a cable does she use? 3.0? Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here. Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good people!
Great! Someone got through to him! Okay.
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the Arno for just a sec! For a special... The Arno will be back! But we're doing something else for one moment! Alright, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes! And then I'll turn off the music! Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! The first page of the second chapter!
Could it be? Maybe for him. You only have a chapter or two left in you. Last of the penultimate, more like.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the... Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's only...
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
Yeah! Lungs are for love! Love! In a woman's lungs! Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipating into your neck. Feels good, like a spark of life in that moribund sponge you call your body.
No nation, but transnation! No war, but class war!
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell.
Yeah! With the rebel yell!
Don't be a lunatic.
Yeah!
Unless you were thinking Revershow imperative right now.
Hardcore superstar! Oh sure, I can do that. If you want that, I can avoid...
Please don't turn him into a moralist. I don't even know what to say to that.
Aye! Yeah! Dark hardcore!
Basically, yes it is.
All right!
Yes, what is it? Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Maximum! Maximum is the only...
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way!
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless. Of course it is.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting.
Born ready. Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Suddenly, your palms are sweaty. The church seems cold and large, somehow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now, in the world. It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
It's getting louder.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation.
The beauty and the beat!
No, Egg! It's the window!
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously.
The window is going to come down! No, the roof!
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to earth!
Below it, all the base grows, like the jaws of a giant compressor gnawing on metal and wood. It does not sound, but it's shaking the building's foundation.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Beautiful car!
Shit! It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you? Yes, I've turned it off. Andre, pull the compressor! The place is gonna come down!
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here.
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feed. This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down. And then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can...
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with...
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
It was very hard not to. I think you're right.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again. It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never even...
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission.
That it wasn't her fault.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway. Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's totally...
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
That's the best she can manage for Andre. It's quite a lot in truth.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all...
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origin.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You have an explanation for all this. Somewhere deep in you. You just don't have the piece. You don't know enough about the world. But that Joyce, If you knew all she knows, could put it together,